Yeah, we have a ton of people that just joined. So happy you guys are on here today with us. Brenda, it's so nice to have you on. April, thank you. We love seeing you on here with us. Cindy, thanks for joining us today. So happy to have everyone on. Now, one last time today, we're talking about pairing your season colors with
Pairing made me think go on.
with blue. Now, this
Navy.
is the navy, the universal Pantone's color of the year that happens to be perfect for all seasons. So, what season should we do first?
Let's let our audience tell us. Whoever types in their season first, we'll go there. In the meantime, and if somebody doesn't type quickly, we're going to have to do it for Holly.
All right. So I know I started talking about autumn though, so I'm tempted to go to autumn, and I know Holly commented. Okay, so I know Holly already commented autumn as well. So let's grab our autumn palette. Now these are going to be our.
she typed autumn anyway. Holly,
all right, so we have our autumn pairings with our navy true blue universal color. That's for Pantone's 2020 color of the year.
And I want to talk a little bit about how you derive pairings and why they need to be seasonally appropriate. Remember, as an autumn, you have rich coloring. It's a little on the deeper side, but you don't want to go with something that's dramatically contrasty, because that's not you. If you look at Sarah or Holly, you're not. Sarah and I, we're sitting next to each other in this image, and we're both really soft. There's nothing bold about our coloring. So when you do your pairing with the navy, you want to keep that rich, but a little on the soft side, which is what we prepared for you today.
And just to make sure everyone knows, I will put these images in the comments when we hop off. So don't worry about that. I will make sure we have these all available for you so you can take them along with you or shop. So these are really great for shopping. But being in autumn, I just wanted to say that jade shade in the middle, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're in autumn out there, pair that jade shade with a blue and it looks incredible. And turquoise. I know blue and turquoise is pretty popular. So that's something I see a lot.
But I want you to think about this as if that were a navy blue blazer. Because as far as I'm concerned, and I should have worn that today, every wardrobe needs a navy blue blazer. Because there's just something about it. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can go to an interview with it, you can wear it to the office. Navy blue blazer. So what I like to do is imagine that the blue that you see in the art is a navy blue blazer. And let's talk about appropriate t-shirts, things that will really make your skin tone look beautiful, your hair look gorgeous. Now imagine that beautiful warm beige color at the top. I can just see your skin tone, Sarah, just radiating in that. And the lime, so because the words are a little small, I would have to get right up against my camera to see them. But if I do that, I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to let Sarah do it. Again, really beautiful with the blazer and so forth. Sarah, you want to pick up the other colors?
Well, Holly just mentioned she's been loving golden yellow, and golden yellow is so amazing when you have it in the right season. Now, remember, every season can wear yellow, but it differs between each season. Remember, autumns are deep and they're warm. So this golden yellow isn't going to be like a pastel yellow, which a summer can wear. You really need to get
goldenrod, kind of.
Yeah, you really need the depth in that really warm yellow. So remember that. Now, I know every season can wear yellow, so don't worry, but really think about that rich yellow for autumns. And then we have that jade that I mentioned earlier. You guys know that is probably my favorite color to wear as an autumn. It just looks incredible on every single autumn.
Have I mentioned that Sarah has like 5 cargo jackets in jade? They're basically pretty much the same style. And every time she sees one, she buys it.
Yeah, I love that color. If you're in autumn, really just go out there, grab you something in that range. You will love it. I know my closet is color coordinated, so my green section is huge. It's, you know, I have a little like rust and it goes to yellows, and then once you hit the green section, it's like half of my closet because I love that color. It's so amazing. It looks makes your skin look so healthy and glowing. You just, as an,
well, if you open your eyes, if you guys kind of toggle back and forth, look at the jade, look at Sarah's eyes, look at the jade, look at Sarah's eyes, you'll see that you autumns, it makes the hair look richer in color. So that's a good one. But also the color below it, which I think is Lark. I can't read it because I'm at today. What an amazing color. And this is new to our to our offering. It's not our color fans. We did it just specifically for this year, spring and summer. And Lark, I think that's got to go into the fan permanently because it is so awesome. You kind of can flow to a neutral, but it doesn't really because it's so rich. Look at it with the navy. I mean, it is class A.
Now I want to move on to pumpkin. I see pumpkin up there, and that's pretty much, it's pretty much the color. Mine's a little bit redder, but it's still, pumpkin is an amazing shade for, especially for right now. Sometimes people have difficulty when it comes to the season time, like actually going into a month like the summer months. It's hard to find colors for in autumn that look good and that are vibrant and bright, that look amazing. And pumpkin is it. If you find, a summer dress just like this in the shade pumpkin, grab it. You'll look amazing. It's such a great shade. And then we also have oyster. This is classic, just for your cardigans.
You know what I see here also? I see a silk blouse in the oyster.
Oh yeah,
with that navy blue blazer. Because you don't, as an autumn, you guys are white challenged. Pure white is not your color. And this oyster is just lovely with the skin tone. It's beautiful. And so it's new. Yes. Again, these are new in our trending shades.
Yes, remember, if you're in autumn, we struggle with wearing pure white. Obviously, we want to just get it a little bit of warmth, so that ivory, just those off shades help so much, because the pure white will really wash us out, and it won't give us the vibrancy that our hair has in it. I know when I wear pure white, my hair looks so dry and damaged because it doesn't give the richness that it needs. So my hair looks so dusty and like I have a ton of split ends or something. Yeah, it drives me crazy.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and it just doesn't have the warmth when you put it up against something like this that has that rich, warm color. Oh, look.
So for this season, an oyster silk blouse would be fantastic. In terms of keeping it elegant and
and that deep turquoise, grab jewelry in that deep turquoise color. You will love it. If you're an autumn out there, jewelry is so easy to toss on and really elevate in a look. So just a chunky oyster necklace or earrings looks so good.
Turquoise. You were talking turquoise.
Yep, deep turquoise, that deep turquoise in the top right. And there's a good amount of jewelry out there in that color. I know a lot of these other colors are hard to find, but deep turquoise jewelry-wise, it's easy, and it's something.
Where I get I always like to bring Sarah presents because I'm just a gift giver. I like to give everybody presents, and one of the things I like to give Sarah, because she can pull off so beautifully, are earrings from Target. I find some of the biggest, boldest, coolest color earrings at Target. I've gotten you that turquoise, haven't I? Didn't I get you something in that turquoise green?
I'm sure you have.
They were palms. Yeah, so if you're looking to really step up your game with the color earring, and again, pairing doesn't have to be a shirt with a jacket. It can be a tee with earrings.
And another thing I just want to mention, since we're talking about gifts and presents, it is so incredible to know what your friends, your family, what season they are, because your gifts will always look amazing on them. And it's just something that it brings joy. You know what their favorite colors are, because we all tend to love the colors that look best on us, which happens to be in our palette. So I know you always, whenever you get me a gift or something, it's always in that green color or turquoise. It's always something.
Or mustard.
Yes, it's always something within my season, and I absolutely love it. So
I have basically the same situation with all my friends. I know what they're saying. I am blessed with a lot of redheaded friends.
Yeah.
So shout out to my redheaded friends. They say that that's a really rare hair color. But if I were to have a party I'd say that 8 out of 10 of the people who are there are going to be redheads.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you know coloring for people, you're cool.
Mm-hmm. And your gifts are they're always good gifts. I mean, they look amazing on you, and it's just so easy. It just learn people's color or season, and gifting is so simple.
And you know what? If you're about to buy a gift for somebody, hop on the color quiz. It won't hurt you to just run through. It's easy. You know their hair color, you know their eye color. Just run through it, just to confirm that this season is what it is, and then you can go to town. You know, in terms of accessories, and people will think you're like a star for knowing what colors they love, and they'll think that you're the greatest.
Because let's talk about, we all know what happens when we buy a shirt that's not in our season and we put it on, and then we just
relegated to the back of the closet.
Yes, we don't wear it again, and we don't feel confident in it. We all know that feeling. So when you get something for somebody that looks gorgeous on them and really just compliments who they are, it becomes your best gift that you can give.
And you know, I don't know if you guys remember, because a lot of our regulars are here with us every single Wednesday. Shout out to you guys, we love you. But I wore a cardigan that was this color once, and it's not really ideal. You know, this was not one of the colors that I fell in love with. But when you guys were so complimentary about that cardigan, I went out and found a blouse in that color, and now it's one of my colors.
Hey, why not? And when you start receiving those compliments, once again, it becomes one of those things that you feel good about, you want to keep wearing, and you surround yourself in those colors. So that's another really important thing about knowing somebody's season.
I saw in the comments, Holly says she's having a hard time finding tomato and pumpkin dresses. Sarah, I think you can help her maybe with some links.
Honestly, I have trouble too finding this one. I want to say this came from H&M, if I'm not mistaken. But pumpkin is really hard, and tomato, I really can't find any tomato colored items until right around, I would say, winter time. That's usually when I see more tomato colors, and it's really hard to find. There's something about, but it's tough. I will look to see if I can find anything in those kind of.
Oh, you redheads are so downtrodden.
Well, it's hard. It really is, because being in autumn, it's one of like the seasons that doesn't get as much love. Like winter, you guys get all of the amazing colors and everything. No matter what, there's always
manufacturers.
Yes,
you guys get a lot of love from all of us, but in terms of what the manufacturer produces, sometimes they leave you out. Yeah. We do not.
Autumns are definitely left out of the mix for some reason.
And before we move on to my favorite season, we get to do that because someone earlier up, maybe Marguerite, I can't remember, somebody said let's do summer. So
I was just going to mention that we don't have summer right now. Could you send me summer? I have 2 winters, but I do not have summer.
Goodness, so yes, I can.
If you can send me summer, that would be great. Now, the next color I was going to go to is spring, because I wanted to stay in that warm family. We were just talking about tomato. We were just talking about pumpkin. So summers are still going to be that warm color, but it's going to be brighter. So let's grab, I'm sorry, did I say summer? I meant spring. Let's grab our spring.
Okay. Now, but we should say hi to Martha and Sharon.
Oh, okay. Martha, let me make sure. All right. It's so good to have you on, Martha. I finally found some light gray jeans, perfect for summer. Oh, that is amazing. Now, light gray, that's tough. So good job, Martha. I don't know how you found some light gray jeans. That's impressive. And hey, Sharon, it's so good to have you on. Clarissa, I love learning about color pairings on these videos. Thank you for doing it. Clarissa, I wanted to make sure, thank you for saying that, but I'm also going to leave these images in the comments. So if you want to take them with you, or if you're online shopping, you can use them. I'll make sure once we hop off this video, I'll make sure to upload all of them for you.
So then, you should have summer in your hot little hands.
Okay, thank you. Now,
let's talk about spring, because this used to be your season many years ago. Not that many years ago, but 10, 12 years
ago. A while ago.
So for all of you warm blondes out there, this is for you. These are pairings that are specifically for you. We have one of the colors in the Color Me Beautiful systems that we say pretty much everybody can look good in, but you springs can really rock it, and that is watermelon. And I love watermelon and navy blue together.
Mhm.
I mean, what a glorious combination that is. Again, what we've been kind of imagining is that the navy blue is a blazer, but again, it could be other things. It could be the navy blue could be your t-shirt, and this could be a scarf that you wear around the neck, or a jewelry accent. So what we've done here is, because the spring is the bright palette, we've created pairings that are more, for lack of a better word, contrasty than the previous pairings you saw with autumn. Those pairings were kind of soft. The eye kind of flowed from one to the other, and it was soft. It wasn't really a bold difference. With these, if your eye moves from the navy to the watermelon, from the navy to the chartreuse, and so on, what you'll see is the difference is a little bit bolder. But that drama is something that you springs can rock all day long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once again, I want to mention these spring colors, they're warm. So remember, we have to keep it very warm in the spring family, but they also are vibrant. You have those watermelons, those pink grapefruit. Oh, cheers to pink grapefruit, because my wine today is grapefruit. But it's all warm, but it's a little bit brighter, and also just a little bit more vibrant is another shade that I really, really wanted to mention. Now, watermelon and navy, ultimate pairing. If you're doing like your nails, I love watermelon nails. And jewelry, once again, those bright colored jewels, so beautiful. It's definitely a must in your wardrobe.
But if you go down to the top, the first row, left side on the very bottom, and you look at, what is that? Oh, the pink grapefruit. That's kind of a warmer version of the watermelon. Again, stunning. In terms of how you might wear the pair together. I mean, let's face it, mini jeans. We were talking about jeans with Martha. Mini jeans are navy blue. So all of these things look beautiful with that color, and it's in your season. And it's in the spring, summer trending colors.
Now, I see some comments coming through about Holly. You're saying that you love the spring colors. Now, some of these you can absolutely wear, like these like the light warm beige,
chartreuse.
Yes, you can still wear those. Don't think you can't wear them. They tend to be a little bit too vibrant. Those really, really vibrant ones will be a little bit too intense on an autumn.
Here's the thing with Holly, and to your point, let's say that you were doing like a navy kind of monochromatic look and everything was navy. And if you wanted to accent that with chartreuse earrings, girl, you would look so amazing.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna do winter, because can you send me the summer to my email?
Oh,
so we can get it included. And I'm gonna move on to winter, and then we'll do summer last. We always tend to save summer for last because it's you. And she always wants to say we save summer because it's the best for last, even though of course I think autumns are the best. And I'm always jealous of winters because you guys have all of the colors. Manufacturers just tend to manufacture all of the colors in winter. So let me grab the link.
I have a theory about that. Once I email what you're looking for, I will share my theory.
Okay. Now, winter pairings. You guys know, for all you winters out there, you look fabulous in this green, this forest green, and also emerald. We probably talk about this color and shocking pink. Well, and every other color, because once again, we always talk about your reds. You can wear those vibrant blue reds, those bold, and you can wear
jewel tones. And remember, with your winter palette, you can carry a lot more contrast. So the colors we've chosen for you are really contrasty. I mean, they're eye-popping. And for some of us, like the Sarahs and like the Lucindas and like the Hollies and like the Martha, those of us who are soft seasons, this kind of contrast between the navy and the white, and the navy and the berry, and the navy and the pink, that might be a little too much for us. But with your winter season and your really bold coloring, you look fantastic.
So I'm just going to run through these with everyone so you guys can take a peek at them. So our top left, we have forest. We have bold pink under that. Now that's kind of like that shocking pink we always talk about, but this one's just more vivid and vibrant. You guys get to wear that. You guys get to wear that blue pink, but it's also very bright. Now, wine about it, that burgundy. Neither of our wines are that color today, but that rich burgundy.
But remember, the perfect pairing for that red wine is red meat, or, you know, like spaghetti.
Now, back to emerald. That shade looks fabulous on all of the winters out there. And then we have snow white. I am so jealous of all of the winters out there who get to wear white, because let's be honest, manufacturers love producing.
Oh, stop complaining.
I am so jealous of you guys, because it is, as in autumn, it's really hard to find warmer, softer shades. It really is. And all of those fabulous clothes, it's hard because sometimes you just have to say, well, that's not for me. And honestly, I have gone to buying clothes and dyeing them. So that's something, that's a trick. If you have like your power color, something, for me, it's that warm olivey green. If you have a color that you really love, you can also dye your clothes. If you're finding out what your season is and you realize some of the clothes you have in your closet are not within your season and you still love them, don't worry about it. Go ahead and dye them, because I've done that before. I just fill up a giant, some giant tub or something big, put the warm green color, that olivey green, and then just dye some of the clothes that you really love that you can't get rid of. It works and it's easy, and you don't have to buy a bunch of new clothes.
However, we should tell you how to dye, what color you're dyeing, because dye is the transparent kind of deal, so that if you're dyeing something, let's say that was already a color, and it's going to be transparent, so you mix that color into it, then we are happy, very happy to talk to you about what exactly will work in terms of the product.
And once again, autumns are treated like the redheaded stepchildren, because there's not a lot of warm dyes out there. They always tend to be these vivid colors. So if you need help dyeing something warm, let us know, because then we can buff up some of the yellow undertones in it to really give it that warmth that you need for it to be a spring or an autumn color. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Holly's saying dyeing the clothes, yay, more lockdown projects. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah. Why not?
Now, Holly, you said your sister-in-law rocks emerald, black, and pure white. I bet she's a winter. Absolutely. If you know any other seasons, it's very stark. But on winters, it looks so good, and you just look so powerful when you wear those really bold colors. Now, before we move on, I want to go to Flame Scarlet. That red, that in a lipstick, if you're a winter out there, just go for it. A bold red, I mean, it makes everyone stop and stare. I'm telling you, that's why I love bold lipsticks, but it's hard to find one within your season. So remember, cools, all of my cool seasons, summers and winters, you need that blue-based red. Remember, blue-based red, like fire engine red. But if you're a warm season, you're a spring or an autumn, you need that warm red. Think tomato.
The oranges, add a little yellow.
Think tomato. What are some other warm red colors that you can think of? Just think pumpkin, but a little bit redder, I would say. I'm trying to think of really.
Yeah, but really, it's like turning a dial. And we're planning a show. Oh, the twins are here! Yay! We're planning a show where we actually mix colors for you in seasons, and what you add to what to make a color a particular season. But as far as these reds, you take the red that's the primary red that's right in the middle, and if you want to make it a little warmer and move it over into, say, a spring, you add yellow. You want to move it over into winter or more into winter, you add a little blue. And that makes it very wearable for you.
And Celeste, yes, perfect example, brick red. that just, when you're talking about warm reds, brick red is another really great color. I'm also thinking, because we have a lipstick, name this, if you are a warmer season, chili is another. Just think of that orange red base. And then if you're a cool season, blue reds.
Actually,
right?
you mentioned chili and it makes me hungry.
Well, sorry for mentioning that then. You can drink some more wine.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right.
Wine has calories, so why not? All right, and I want to bring up yellow again. I know I've talked on this before. Remember, there is a warm yellow versus a cool yellow. So look at this yellow. I really want you to focus. Think about the warmth that was in that autumn was a golden tone. And this is a cool lemon yellow.
Yeah, think about the lemon on the tree. And, and in the meantime, Sarah, did you get my file, and are you cool?
Yes, awesome. We do. We now have summer available, so we'll do summer next.
Good, but well, we don't have a choice because we've done all the other seasons.
Yeah.
So look at that lemon yellow, or what do we call it? It's fresh lemon, and fresh lemon, girls, is the key, because when you think of a lemon on a tree, and I was gifted with a lemon tree once, and in your lifetime, treat yourself to having a fresh, growing citrus tree in your life at some point in your life, because it's nothing like it. When they blossom, they smell like heaven. And when the fruit's on the tree, they're fabulous. You can't eat it, but you can look at it. And when you look at it, you'll notice that lemons start out looking a little bit like limes. They're green. And as they ripen, they get a little more yellow and a little more yellow and a little more yellow. And then ultimately, there's the lemon that we buy in the store, which is, kind of in the middle. It's a primary color. It's yellow, primary yellow. But here, this winter lemon is the not quite ripe lemon. That's a little, it's got a little more green in it, which makes it a cooler color.
Yeah, that's such a great example. And once again, all of these are really cool, but they're very bold and contrasty. So if you're a winter out there, think about, you have deep, dark hair, your skin tone, there's a lot of contrast going on with your brows. Everything about you is just contrast.
You know what I like to think in terms of the winter palette, and I think we're showing it here. Although our neutral gray, for some reason, is not showing up on the screen the way we want it to. So be sure to download the PDF, because you'll see your neutral gray the way we need it.
Yes.
What I think of the winter palette is, whenever a country is going to make a flag and they're getting ready to make their flag, they will always pick from the winter palette, because they how many countries do you know have a flag that are in the summer colors? Maybe not one.
I might need to Google this one.
Think about it. So really, winter is the primary season, primary color season. And that's what we're looking at here. And these colors that will go with your navy blue jeans or your navy blue blazer, or whatever, in terms of that might come out, a navy t-shirt even. You want to have a lot of bold contrast between that navy and your jewel tones. You want to rock your jewel tones.
Now, I did see a comment that came through from Brenda. I want to talk about this really quick. She's going to try out some red lipsticks. I am so excited. Now, here's my trick if you're getting into reds, just so I know that it can be a little bit, it makes you a little nervous. If it does, you can blot your lipstick down. So you can apply I don't know if you're warm or cool, Brenda, but if you're a cool, you can go for that fire engine red. If you're warm, you can go for that warmer red. But if you just take like a tissue or anything you have, apply your lipstick and pat it down, and it will diffuse your red lip, and then you can build up to the color that you really, really love. So that's just a little tip if you're getting into red lips. You can start off with just, a tint and work your way up.
I have a great comment here by Diana. And Brenda wants to know if the PDFs are printable. Yes, my dear, they are. You can use them. You can keep them. You can keep them as a shopping guide, whatever.
Now, these colors we did pull from the spring, summer downloadable PDFs. So the trending colors for spring and summer, that's where we pulled these colors for the pairings of our navy blue.
And then one of our twins said that she got the sweet appleberry blush and the soft plum lipstick, and she loves them. Yeah.
Ooh, Yes, you are definitely a cool girl. I can already tell.
Oh, Brenda's a winner too. Did you notice?
Brenda, so grab, if you're looking for like a bold red lip, go for red carpet. And when you apply it, just blot it down, and then you can work your way up to whatever strength you love in a lipstick. That's how I did it, how I got in. And I really just loved being able to make a color that works with you. Like sometimes if you're wearing something super bold and you want to just have a little flush of color on your lips, you can blot it down so it just makes it look more like a natural red. But if you're wearing some neutrals and you want to work your lips that day, you can apply heavier amounts. You can really build your lip look off of one lipstick and have all these different shades within one lipstick. So try.
And speaking of lip looks, we've got a question, and I would love to answer it here. What is the difference between Suede Rose and Just Kiss?
Okay. Are you answering that or am I?
I thought you should.
Oh, okay. So
because you do that blending trick with the Suede Rose. I've seen you do it.
Mm-hmm. So Suede Rose is going to have a little bit more rich color. It's a neutral though, so it kind of just gives a natural flush look to the lips. And Just Kissed is a little bit more warm and not as rich of a color. So it has more of a, it has more of like a nude color to it than Suede Rose, which is more of a natural lip color. That's really the difference. And Athena, I think I have both shades with me today at my house. So I can probably swatch those on my hand for you and send it to you so you can see side by side the difference. And then I wanted to make sure, I saw a ton of comments coming through, so I want to make sure that we are hitting all of them. So Diana, you're getting the Miracle of Color kit in the winter. Yes, such a good kit. If you want to get your...
We should talk about those.
Mm-hmm. If you want to grab your swatch fan, there's a lipstick in there, there's an eyeshadow, there's a blush, there's a whole collection around your season's colors. Is that season's colors? There you go. So you can purchase if you're new here and you want to see what the swatch fan is all about. Grab a collection because then you get a better deal if you purchase all of the products together. And they're color coordinated for your season. So it's super easy, and you don't have to go through and see what colors you want or what will look best on you. We pretty much give you all of your best in one collection.
And they are of a piece. They blend together. And I don't mean like blend together so that they're, they disappear. I mean blend together so that you look totally pulled together with your makeup look. Because I am always, when I was young, a few years ago, I was always looking at certain women who seemed to always have it together. They always looked pulled together. They always looked awesome. And I kept thinking, well, I'm a smart person. Why can't I always look that pulled together? They always look completely blended and appropriate and just flattering choices and things. And right to this day, I'm remembering one particular woman. And I said to her, you always look so amazing. You always look pulled together. And this was in my pre-Color Me Beautiful days. And you know what she told me? I know my season. I dress according to my season. And I was like, season? What? I dress summer clothes. I dress winter. What are you talking about? No. It's your palette. And we were in art class together, which is funny. It's your palette. It's not just, if you dress according to your palette, you're going to always look appropriate, always look pulled together. And she was right. And I ended up at Color Me Beautiful. How odd is that?
That is, but it's so true because when you're looking at an entire color scheme, it's not like when you put yourself together, you don't put a bunch of mismatching colors together. You really want to make them of a piece and harmonize your entire look together. And that's what being in the right color palette does. It takes in the factor of your hair color. It takes in the factor of your eye color. It takes in the factor of your brow color and figures out, well, because you have such warm hair, warm brows, and, well, for me, neutral eye color, you're going to still look amazing in these warm, rich tone colors. But for you, it's saying, okay, you have grayish hair, you have grayish brows, your eyes are cool, and it says, you know what would look amazing on you? These softer, cool colors to harmonize your entire look together.
And the people who see you, they may never know that you have taken the effort to understand your palette. They may never know that. All they will see is, wow, she looks good. She looks pretty. And we know for a fact that if you're dressing your season, you look 10 years younger.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm going to go into it. Because I am the queen of going off topic, and it drives Sarah out of her mind. So watch her face as I go off topic.
I don't mind it. I love being here with everyone and chatting with you guys. And I know when questions come through, I absolutely love. We've been off topic for like 10 minutes now. So
the thing about it is, if you're in your right season, you always have the lighting on your face that is the most flattering for you. I am sitting here, the light is bouncing off my face, it's coming up, or bouncing off my chest here, my clothing. It bounces off your clothing, and it reflects in a 45-degree angle. So light comes in, it reflects right up into your face, and your face is primarily where you show your age. So if you have light that's bouncing up into your face that's not the appropriate color, it can pull all the color out of your face. It can make shadows look more prominent. It can make your under eye circles look deeper. But what really makes us show our age, and for me, and age is a big deal, is that these start becoming more dominant. Everything is just dragged down. So when people tell you, if you are dressing your season, you are going to make yourself look 10 years younger, that is not hype. That is a fact that's been proven for the last 30 years of the success of Coloring Beautiful. I mean, we started in the 80s, and we're still going strong. So it has to be fact. And it is. And if you look at Sarah, she's got light bouncing off here at a 45-degree angle and up into her face. And what you'll see is the flush in her cheeks. You will see that might have created a shadow. She's young and beautiful, but the bottom line, if she were wearing the wrong color, what you might see is drag down of this area, the labial fold. You might see darker circles under her eyes.
I was just about to say my under eyes. That really makes a difference when I'm in the right color versus the wrong color. Because I will tell you, if I wear like anything that's super like contrasty, like those winter colors, my under eye circles get so dark. Like if I wear a black dress, or if I wear a super cool blue, my under eye circles get so heavy. And no concealer can cover it up.
In a black dress, looking amazing. And Sarah has a trick about the black dress, which we can throw out right here. And that is, make sure it's got a very deep neckline, so that the light that's hitting at a 45-degree angle here is not going to hit off of the black, but it's hitting off of your own skin tone. Still wearing a little black dress.
That is a trick to wearing black, and wearing like a big chunky, if you're warm season, wear a big chunky gold piece of jewelry or something within your season. And if you're also trying to wear other colors within your season, there's some other tips. I know I have a YouTube video out there. I'll find it for you guys so I can send it to you. It was all makeup tricks to help you go to a different season. So I'll make sure I link that here as well.
So you understand, when Sarah says go to a different season, Sarah has one outfit. She has one top that she is so passionately in love with, and it's not her season. It's my season. It's more of a mauvey kind of color, but the way it's cut, she thinks it's cute.
Let me tell you, that top is gorgeous. It has like this lace back. It's this designer top it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot get rid of it. So I did find a few tips and tricks that help me try to wear it, and just making sure, my hair's pulled back. I change that. I don't really go with a warm brow. I go with more of a dustier brow. Make sure I have neutral makeup.
These are good tips. So watch for this link, because let's face it, every one of us are going to end up with something that's not in our season, and that maybe we're going to wear. Not me. I've been doing this for so long, I don't even go there. But some of you younger girls may find the perfect something that's not.
I was just going to say, I cannot turn down a good deal sometimes. I know that, you have options too. Like, you can dye your clothes. If you really love something and you don't want to get rid of it, you can dye it. But there are tricks. If, there's just something that you can't get rid of and you want to rock it, you can. We can make that
Let me just tell you guys a story on Sarah before we get to our summers. And Sarah, in the meantime, you can see if anybody's asking any questions that we need to answer. But Sarah dyed her UGG boots.
I did. Yeah.
Real UGG boots. She decided that they were not appropriate for her season, and she dyed them, and it worked.
Well, once again, coming back to the color palette, when you have one item that's not within your color palette, you find yourself not wearing it. And it was these boots, I did not find myself wearing them because they didn't go with anything I had. You know, I had a bunch of these rich, warm colors, and these boots were like this cool gray kind of, a lighter but like distressed kind of gray color.
Yeah, it's the Ugg's gray. I mean, it was light gray.
And
I remember.
I never wore them. I couldn't find an outfit that looked good because all of my clothes were really warm and, you know, this rich autumn colors. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna dye them, and I did. I dyed them like this.
She looked it up on YouTube. How do you dye UGG boots? She did a brilliant job, and they looked like she'd bought them that way. And then I saw her wearing those boots all the time.
Yeah. And that's why it's so important to have your color palette, because if you're buying things out of your color palette and when you bring them home, you won't wear them because it doesn't really go with anything you have. And that's, you know, that these colors look amazing on you. And so you try to work within, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So I just said, you know what, I don't want these to just sit here. So fine, I'm going to dye them and I'm going to make them work within my season. That's what I did.
Girl, you did. It worked just fine. But we've got some good questions before we go to summer. So I thought, it might be
okay.
Pick up.
So Holly, I've learned to stay in my season. I look way older, not in my season or just drained or sleepy. Yeah, you just look so much more vivid and vibrant and just healthy. It gives you like a healthy all around glow.
I bet you, Holly, people are noticing. I am willing to bet right here and now that people are noticing and saying things like, "Hey, you look great. Hey, you know, well, okay, I take it back. If you're going out of your house because of our situation, I am sure people are noticing as you embrace your colors more and more that that you're fantastic.
And you know what's funny is I actually forgot that we haven't done summer yet. So when
we were like, I did want to say something to Athena, who talked a little bit about eyeliner. Granted, you do the cool eyeliner for the cool seasons. You do the warm eyeliner for the warm seasons, spring, autumn, you know, stick with the brown eyeliner. Summer, find yourself a gray eyeliner. Believe me, you will thank me. You will send me emails saying thank you, because the black eyeliner can be just a little too heavy. And frankly, I think as we add a few years here and there, black can be a little too harsh. So even winters.
I believe we are out of stock on our perfect gray eyeliner right now. So I'm so sorry to say that for all of our summers out there. But another tip, Athena, I know you have brown eyes. So the rich navy, the waterproof automatic eyeliner in rich navy would really bring out your eye color. So that's just another, if you're looking for, if you're looking for an eyeliner, that one would look great. Another thing that I want to mention is if you are using eyeliner, I always recommend keeping it on your top eye line up here and not dragging it down, because if you're wearing something deeper like just black, it tends to draw your eyes down or
make you look heavy lidded. And if you think about that, of course it does. I mean, and you want to look
right. You want everything to be lifted up and out. So with your eyeliner, keep that in mind, lift it up and out. And even, you know, even those softer colors, we have like khaki and perfect gray. Even if you wear it kind of on your lower line, it still drags you down a bit. It's kind of pulling your bottom lid down instead of up and out. So I highly recommend keeping it on the top part and dragging out and up instead of down. So keep that in mind.
Athena just corrected us. She said she has blue-gray eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Then, well, even then, your rich navy would be beautiful.
Fantastic.
And also black, it would really give you that contrast. I know your brown hair, it would be beautiful as well.
And Holly said she went to church with her new makeup and clothes, and everybody was like, wow, you don't look like you just had a baby.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Holly. That honestly, that makes us so happy. I'm so happy you love everything that you
That's why we're here.
Yes, it makes me so happy to hear that. And Holly, you don't look like you just had a baby. All right, so I'm gonna bring up summer onto the screen so we can talk about it before we forget about it, even though you're gonna say you saved the best for last. Okay, so here are our summer pairings. Now remember, we just looked at the winters. They were so vibrant and they were rich and all of those bright reds and those greens. And look at this. Yes, we still stayed cool, but we just got rid of that vibrancy. And we took everything and kind of went pastel.
It went soft.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the amount of contrast between the two pairings.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the other thing we had to take into consideration is that, let's say you're wearing that navy blue blazer. We don't want there to be like a boing, like there is when you're wearing a navy blue blazer and a white t-shirt. That's a big contrast between the two. Well, we don't carry contrast. We don't have a lot of contrast happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you see here is soft and kind of a piece. It's kind of fishy. So what you see in terms of the pairing is soft.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and this is such a good example of moving. I absolutely love kind of moving from different seasons so you can see how they each change, but what's similar about them. So you really have those blues that's really shining through, but everything just softens up and it makes
like that first one on the left side. When we were creating these slides for you, I was thinking, you know, I really need to get a chambray work shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Pair it with my navy blue blazer.
Oh yeah.
There are things you didn't think of, things I didn't think about that I see right here would be really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And, so that's the thing I'm going to take home out of this is that these pairings are going to be a way that I can spice up things I already have, like my navy blue blazer, with pairings that I didn't really think of that are trending colors for spring and summer.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will have to say that lilac sorbet on the top right, that looks so good. I would have never thought to pair those two together. You know, it's not something I think of a pair, but they look gorgeous together. Like I can see nails done in that color. I really, really love that. So if you're
think jewelry. Let's say that you're wearing a t-shirt that is the navy blue and you want something that, and let's say that you're thinking, well, I'm kind of drab today with my navy blue t-shirt. And look at that amazing lilac. I mean, I can see you wearing, you always wear those earrings with the fringe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking how gorgeous that would be. I love that lilac color. And then I'm going to go back and make sure I go through all of them for you guys. So the top left, light blue, we have soft white right under that, and then deep rose. I'm assuming that was inspired by frosted watermelon lipstick coming from you.
It's not here. What can I say? Hey, these are makeups too. Mm-hmm. So imagine, you're decked out kind of monochromatically, navy blue. You're going to need a bolder lipstick to kind of amp it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then we have our rose beige. That is gorgeous. I absolutely love that color.
That rose beige is so on trend.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen, I mean, the Academy Awards, all the different award shows, whatever, so many gowns have this rose beige. They've been in this rose beige. And you know what? If they weren't in the right season wearing this rose beige, not much, not so awesome. So, Sarah, you always say, well, the winners get all the good stuff. Well, summer's got this rose beige. And if you're somebody who rock it, and if you're a winner, or even an almost.
All the other seasons should probably stay away from this color. Just it's not going to look as good on you. Now, moving one below that, we have that pastel blue green. That looks gorgeous on you. It has to be one of my favorite shades. You in turquoise, you in the pastel blue greens. Everyone always comments you the moment you wear anything along those lines. So yes, that is such a great summer.
And you know why I think it is? I have a tough time keeping, and you can see my background is not, I would love to do a perfect background for you guys, but my background is really warm, so it's hard to see. But my gray hair, I have to put a bluing agent in it. Otherwise, it tends to go very yellow. And I don't know if it's my water but Sarah will say to me, your hair is like a little on the yellow side. It's kind of moving over yellow. And I use a bluing agent to kind of keep the coolness. Remember, we talked warm, cool, yellow, blue. I use a shampoo. It looks very purple. And so if I'm in the wrong color, my hair will not look right.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, that's the test for me. If I put on something, I think it'll be okay, and it's not right, my hair will just go yellow, brassy, dirty, not good.
That is so true. And also the right lipstick, because we have tested lipsticks before, and that's another thing that can turn your hair very brassy, I've noticed, is lipsticks. And if
Sarah has a lot of fun with that, because she'll know it's the wrong lipstick, and she'll go, put this on for me, I want to see it on you, and she will know that it will make me look like death warmed over.
It's really good.
Try it.
It's really good to just visualize and see the difference in what a color can do to your features, not only your hair, but your brows. It can really change your brows. So I actually do recommend going and looking at what the wrong season does, because then you kind of get an idea for what the right season does and how amazing you actually look in the right season and how gorgeous you are.
You guys, Sarah just sparked an incredible idea. I think we should do befores and afters that you guys send in that show us you in your wrong makeup. And because at this point, you guys are all friends. I mean, we know you, except Sarah got Athena's eyes wrong.
I'm so sorry.
But the point is, maybe it would be fun to take your makeup mistakes and take a picture, selfie, and then show us yourself in all your beautiful new colors.
We have actually talked about we had this really good idea that came in from one of you, and it was all about wearing the wrong colors, coming on here with the wrong colors, and we need to do that. It's just getting the courage to do that.
I don't have the guts to do that. I mean, maybe pictures. We could bring pictures and bring up the slide, but sit there for an hour.
You don't get the same feel from it. I'm telling you, if sending in pictures, it's interesting, but when you actually look at yourself in a mirror, it's totally different when you're wearing the wrong items versus the right items. It's such a difference.
Are you willing to do that? Are you challenging me to do that?
I think we should definitely do. If you guys want to see a completely wrong, us in the wrong colors, what it does to you, let us know. We'll do a whole show of just completely wrong, opposite. You can wear
Halloween.
You can wear all the wrong colors. You can wear autumn. I'll wear summer and show you what it actually does to us.
And that is the one thing we do quite often. We're sitting next to each other, and I have a summer thing, a drape or whatever. We'll switch. And
yeah,
not pretty.
It's not pretty, but it could be a really fun episode just to go through what it does
for you guys. I'll consider.
All right, so I'm gonna run through these last couple of summer colors really quickly. We have pale aqua, such an amazing color. Love that. That lilac sorbet. We're back to that. That has to be one of my favorite colors on here. It looks gorgeous on summers out there, and it's not something you normally think of. Light cocoa.
J. Jill, I will say that color, that orchidy color, you can find that in J. Jill t-shirts, and you don't see it very often.
Yes, good idea. Now, something I want to point out when I said the light cocoa, remember if you look at this brown, this is a brown, but if you look at it, it's more of a gray brown. It doesn't have that rich red undertone to it.
But rosy, it's got a little bit of the cool.
Yeah, so you see that cool brown versus a rich warm brown that an autumn can wear. Think like a red brown, almost like a rusty kind of color, versus this cool brown. And then you have your medium blue green. This is always a staple in summer palettes. It gives you a little oomph of color, but still looks amazing on all summers. So
now, if you guys want to see your trending color palette, that is a product that we offer, and it's so reasonable. What is the cost?
$7.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's actually on sale. So it's $7 right now. And you get all of the spring, summer trending colors.
For your season.
Right. So
and then you pair that with what we did with this pairing of, which of those colors look great with navy blue. And we'll come back with other components to our capsule wardrobe that we're trying to build.
Yes. Holly, I saw your comment about hunting for a rose brown. Oh, that's hard. Some of these colors are really hard to find. You have to do some digging to get the right color.
Let me tell you my secret. Sarah is going to watch her roll her eyes at this, but go to thrift stores.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happens is if you are in a new environment where the manufacturers are putting out, the new color trends, you're going to have a very limited palette. You're going to have that season's palette, and it's going to be extremely limited, and it's going to be just within the trending stuff. And go to a thrift store, you get multiple years of trends, and then you can really hone in on the colors that you like, that look flattering. And when you're selecting something that is a classic, now obviously I'm not suggesting that you run in there and you buy, willy-nilly, but look for things that are classic in your color. They'll last forever. And if you get them at the thrift store, you don't have to worry about only having the selection of that season, that year.
I have to throw out, it's sustainable as well. So coming from me, of course, I have to throw out how great it is for the environment to shop at the thrift store.
Yeah, because you're recycling. And you can recycle and make yourself look fantastic. You make good choices, though, and I'm noticing we have a lot of thrift lovers there. Girls, I knew I loved you.
Now, I want to, Diana, I saw you say you lived in Virginia for 7 years. Where in Virginia? Because we're in Northern Virginia, like right outside DC. So where are you? I'm interested because you might be close by. So Holly says, whatever it takes to find things in your season.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yes. So I'm going to hide this. Sorry, let me hide that for you guys. I am going to make sure once we hop off, I'll make sure it's in the comments so you guys can take it with you. Or if you're online shopping, you can have it right next to you kind of to compare the colors and make sure they're within your season. Also, if you want to go ahead and check out the spring, summer, the trending guide for your season.
Yeah, we should add a link to that to make it easy.
I'll make sure you have a link in the comments as well. I'm also going to make sure that I get you that YouTube video on if you are trying to wear something not in your season, a few tips and tricks.
Trying to cheat, Sarah.
I know. I really, it doesn't replace wearing the right season. It doesn't. But if you are you have something and you need to figure out how to wear it because you love it, for me, it's my mauve, purple, lavender shirt.
The black lace trim.
Yeah, it's really hard, but I love it. And I found a few tips and tricks on figuring out how to wear it.
Well, let's face it, Sarah, in that shirt, you're not ugly. You're never ugly.
Oh, thank you. But, something that does help as well if you are wearing something that's out of your season is with a deep neckline. So the lower you go, I don't know how low you can go, but it helps because you have that color reflecting back up on it.
Tina's reminding you, don't forget the Suede Rose and the Just Kiss swatches.
Yes, I will make sure I send you those 2 swatches. And I'm going to run back through the comments. I think there was one other question. I want to say it was soft rose. Athena, was it you that posted that you wanted a swatch on one more lipstick? Let me know if there was one more lipstick out there because I want to make sure that I get that swatch for you.
And we're sending love to Patsy.
Oh, hi, Patsy. Thank you for coming on today. And
I lived in Triangle, Virginia.
That's okay.
You're very close to there. There.
Yes. And Chris, you're a winter. I'll make sure that I get you the winter palette that we talked about earlier. So I'll send that to you as well. Oh, thank you so much, Holly. You are so sweet. We love you. We love you. We love all of the kind words that you say to us. Okay. Now, I know we have been talking for so long.
I know, but this has been a long one. It's like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. But
I've completely drank almost all my wine, which means I don't have another glass.
I'm low, which means we have to go replenish. So we're so happy that we made this.
Athena, she said it was a Dusty Rose swatch.
Okay, I will send you a Dusty Rose swatch as well. Let me make sure I have it with me in my home. I gotta double check. I do have Just Kissed and Suede Rose though, so I will send those to you no matter what. All right, now Monday, don't forget, it's a beautiful Monday. We're gonna be talking about skincare, makeup, whatever. If you guys have any,
I am. Thank God it's Monday. We're changing everything around, and we're gonna make Monday like the best day of the week, except for Wednesdays, which is
yes. If you have any questions about makeup or skincare, let us know. If there's any ingredients you want us to talk about, you can send them along. We'd love to do a show on them. And that's on Mondays at noon.
I love it. Now I'm starting to really love this wrong season idea,
Mm-hmm.
We could have a lot of fun with that.
Yes. So maybe next week, I'm not sure. Maybe
No, I'm not ready. I'm not emotionally ready. I have to get myself like feeling good about myself, and then maybe
we need to get emotionally ready to be completely done up in a wrong season. So we got to be ready for that. Maybe not next wine about it, but we will be here on Monday for It's a Beautiful Monday, and we hope to see everyone there and have a fabulous weekend as well.
And Holly, you said it best. She says everyone needs to continue to stay safe, healthy, and fabulous in your colors. Girl, we couldn't have said it better.
Yes. See you guys on Monday. And our final cheers to all of you guys out there. And we'll see you later.
Bye.